everyone, it's Laura, and for those of y'all who are new to my channel, I'm a registered dietitian and I'm all about plant-based nutrition. So today I'm going to do my pantry staples. So these are items that I literally always have in my pantry, and if I don't, then I get them ASAP. So if you're interested, then keep watching. So first is peanut butter. So honestly, I will be the first to admit that peanut butter is not the healthiest nut butter. However, I go through so much of it that if I were to buy almond butter, then I would be breaking the bank. So I literally buy peanut butter because it's so cost effective, but I go through these like crazy. I put them on fruit. I put them on whole grain toast, and I put a lot of it in my smoothies, to be honest. Next is nutritional yeast. So this is basically a staple in every plant-based person's pantry that ever existed because it's so high in B12, and it has kind of, people say it has a cheesy kind of flavor. I think that's stretching it. It definitely has a flavor, but I just put it in my dishes to give it some texture and to add a little bit of the B vitamins. Next is quinoa. So I eat quinoa literally every other day at the minimum. I eat a lot of it. It's really high in iron and protein, and it's really good for you, and it's also really easy to make. Next are these little guys. So basically what they did is they took pasta and then they just pureed veggies and added it, and then they added different types of vitamins and minerals. So I'm pretty sure this is geared towards kids, but I really like them, and they're super cheap as well. Veggie Stock. This is for soup. This is anytime that I'm craving salt, because I know a lot of times I feel like I don't eat enough salt. And so sometimes I'll add bouillon cubes whenever I'm cooking to make sure that I'm getting enough salt. Chia seeds as well as flax seeds. So these always go into my smoothie. Typically I put one or the other. I feel like putting both in your smoothie is kind of unnecessary and a waste of money. And so I'll put one of these in my smoothies. Grits. So I can't be Southern if I don't have grits in my pantry. I grew up on grits and I love them, and they have iron and folic acid in it, not like a huge amount. But still, it's super quick, super easy. I'll just make myself a bowl of grits, and it's delicious. Call me Southern. So I'm gonna put these together. So I always have some type of bean and or pea. I go through stages of which ones I have. Right now I have kidney beans and lentils, and these are the ones that I bought. Sometimes I'll use field peas, black-eyed peas, black beans, chickpeas, any type of bean or pea I love, and they really fill me up and they make me feel good. So I eat them quite a bit. Next is oatmeal. So how I make my oatmeal, I always do it on the stovetop, never do it in the microwave. Ain't nobody got time for oatmeal to boil over in the microwave. I hate that. So I just do it on the stovetop, and then I add a little bit of maple syrup and cinnamon, and then some type of nut or seed, whether it's pecans, pumpkin seeds, whatever I have on hand, I'll add it in. If I have ground flaxseed on hand, which I do now in addition to the whole flax seeds, I'll add some of that as well. Next are pumpkin seeds. I feel like pumpkin seeds aren't given enough credit in the nutrition world. They are so healthy, so healthy. And I think part of it is like, there hasn't been this like overabundance of literature on it. And so as a result, almonds and walnuts, you know, they've put a lot of money into research. However, pumpkin seeds, they just haven't. However, they are super nutrient dense and super healthy. Last but not least is coffee. I have tried to get off coffee multiple times. I've had several kidney infections, and I just know that it isn't the healthiest thing in the world. I know the recommendation for caffeine is less than 300 milligrams per day, and I know I get below that, but I'm also tiny, so I know 300 milligrams is too much. But there's just something about the whole experience of coffee. So the aroma, it reminds me of my dad. My dad's, like literally all my dad's clothes smell like coffee beans. It just like is my dad to me. And just the whole process of waking up in the morning, having a cup of coffee, I just love love it. And I don't go overboard. Typically I do half coffee and half almond milk, and then I'll add a little bit of maple syrup in there, and then it's just so good. So I always have coffee on hand. So if you want to come over for a cup of coffee, I got you hooked up. And side note, anytime my parents go anywhere, Mom's like, I'll bring you something back. Ooh. And I'm like, how about coffee? So these coffee beans actually came from San Antonio. They went to San Antonio, and she brought me back some coffee beans from some like trendy cafe. She said they walked in and like they were by far the oldest people in there, and they felt like everyone in there was half their age, so they knew that they had gone to the right spot. But anyways, coffee, love it. So I hope this video helped y'all out. If you have any questions about types of foods that I eat and how I prepare meals and all that, check me out on Instagram, because I post there all the time. I post a lot of my meals on there, so you can see exactly how I put things together and the types of meals that I consume. Also, if you're someone who you're struggling with losing weight, getting healthy, the health journey is quite difficult for you, then I'm available for a one-on-one counseling. I'm also available for meal plans, so I'll leave all the information for that below as well. And I genuinely hope that all of y'all are doing well and having a great day and enjoying life and making the most out of it. So anyways, I'll be seeing you on my next video. Bye.